Hey everyone, welcome to another drum lesson. Today we're going to be learning this 6-stroke drum fill. It's one of my favorites and it's way easier to play than it sounds. So here we go. To play a 6-stroke roll, you're going to be using the sticking right, left, left, right, right, left. Now, the traditional way to play a 6-stroke roll is to actually have two different rhythms, like a 16th note and a 32nd note, which would sound like this. But the way that we're going to be playing the 6-stroke roll in this drum fill is as sextuplets or 16th triplets, where the spacing between all the notes is going to be even. So each beat we're playing a full 6-stroke roll. So it'll be zakata dakata bakata dakata shakata dakata bakata dakata. It would sound like this. So now that you understand what a 6-stroke roll is, let's talk about how we're actually going to be orchestrating that on the drum set to execute this drum fill. So the right hand on every beat is going to be playing on the ride cymbal, and you're going to hit it like a crash. You could substitute a crash cymbal for the ride cymbal here. But basically your right hand, you're just trying to get a big washy crash sound on the first note of each beat. Then the next two notes are going to be on the snare drum with the left hand. That will be followed by two more notes on the right hand, also on the snare drum. And then the single left hand at the end of the 6-stroke roll. So right, left, left, right, right, left. That single left hand, that's the one that's going to be moving between the rack tom and the snare drum every beat. So on the first beat, it's going to be on the rack tom. Second beat, it'll be on the snare. Third beat on the rack tom. Fourth beat on the snare. So just the hands would sound like this. Now, the part that makes this fill sound really great and makes it really have a nice driving feel to it is the kick drum. So that's the last part to add into this fill. Your kick drum is going to be playing eighth notes. So if you think about it that way, it's going to be hitting with every right hand. So it's going to hit with the single right hand on the crash ride, and then it's going to hit with the first of the double hits on the right hand when you're doing the diddles on the snare. But that diddle note on the snare, it basically feels like one motion with the right hand, because at these tempos you're not actually wristing out two notes on the snare. It's going to be more like this, where you're really gripping the stick with the index finger and the second finger and the thumb, and really just using that downward pressure to create those double bounces. Final tips before attempting this fill is start slow and then make sure that the diddles on the snare drum aren't too soft. And this is where you're going to have a tendency to make the fill sound really muddy if you aren't careful. You really want to articulate those notes as clearly as you can. Really try to make those two precise hits. Watch out that it doesn't turn into like a buzz roll. That's going to be very easy to do, especially at high tempos, but you have to stay away from that. Make sure you're getting two precise notes for those diddles, the left, left, and the right, right on the snares each beat. Okay, let's play through this fill at 75, 100, and 125 beats per minute. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this drum fill lesson, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.